your friends, we're never a bore. You haven't heard it like this before. Yes, it's time to explore the things we care for. And though your jaw may hit the floor, we're still the weirdos you adore. We're the weirdos next door.
Hello, this is Nobi, he, him.
And this is Nicole, they, she.
And together we are
The Weirdos Next Door.
I have a frog in my throat, so that's why I was off key.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Hello everybody, and welcome back. We are recording again, and actually hopefully getting this out in the next day or so. Last episode we did talk about losses in the family, and this episode we're gonna, maybe not necessarily carry on the death theme, but how about let's call it like a brush with death theme.
Just like the drama.
There's lots of drama, yes.
You just like the drama.
No, I honestly don't think I've fully grasped or processed what has happened, and we're now going to share.
I probably haven't either. I mean, I definitely haven't, just because it's been a lot.
It has been.
It's like I don't even know where to start at this point.
Yeah, it had been seeming like a big pile up, and we're hoping things will chill out. But we need to tell you all about Little Bear's brush with death. I'll add some music to that. Begin.
So yeah, mom passed at the beginning of August, and her birthday was September 7th. So we didn't have much of a turnaround time before like that first birthday, which kind of sucked. Luckily, the shop I work at, we had a candy making class for 15 Girl Scout girls that day. And they're two of the group's moms. And my mom was a Girl Scout leader when I was growing up, so it kind of felt appropriate. It felt appropriate that was where I was that day. It was a really good day. It was a really good class. I mean, it was still a very hard day, but like as far as work went, it was a good day. And then
good energy. Yeah,
you picked up the Nothing Bundt cakes because those were some of her favorite things.
Yes.
So we enjoyed that, and a failed both times sheet pan nachos. I don't know. I don't think my brain was totally present for the process, so I fucked it up.
That's fine. It was we were able to scrape a few shards here and there to satiate the
like it was still
need.
Good, but they totally fell apart. It was a rough time.
Yeah. I think the key was either using wax paper or
parchment paper,
parchment paper, or spraying the.
I sprayed the second
aluminum.
time and it didn't.
Still stuck.
It still stuck. So yeah, parchment paper it is. Anywho, so the next day I go to work again, and I had like written out. My coworker had asked me for some skincare recommendations, because she knows I've worked really, really hard over the past like year or so to get my skin in a place where I'm happier with it. So I literally spent a little bit while we were talking through what we were going to do that day, like writing down my recommendations and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then we started on our order for some tuxedo wedding cookies. So like dipped Oreos, and then we, piped on little tuxedos and little bow ties. They were super cute.
There were probably pictures of those on the Weirdos Next Door podcast on Instagram. Or you'll put some.
Yeah, I can put some.
Maybe. Anyway.
But as we're, almost done with the first dip through the cookies, and I'm just starting to pipe the tuxedo jackets.
Wait, hold on. Now you get to about the event that happened. We need you to describe
the
the kind of layout of the candy shop, and you'll understand why in just a moment. But the layout,
it's a big rectangle. It's like a shotgun shop.
Yeah, it's like a shoebox. It's a shoebox.
The first 6 feet are the actual selling storefront area where people can walk around.
There's a glass display case.
Yeah, there's a little chocolate display case. Our register area. Some shelves along the edges for product. Various things like that. So the first 6 feet are the actual storefront selling area where customers can come in and walk around.
There's some product on shelves. There's a display case. A cash register. It's a countertop.
Yeah.
Checkout counter thing.
And then the back, I don't even know how many feet deep it goes, but the whole rest of it is all our kitchen and our workspace, our ingredient storage, our fridge, everything else.
Probably maybe 30, 40 feet.
Yeah, they're about. It's not that big.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean 20.
But
it's more like 20, almost like a big garage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
But we have 3 work tables in the back, commercial steel work tables. This specific day, or no, we have 2. We have 2 work tables in the back. We typically have them set up in an L, with the what would it be? Where that's facing the storefront, the bottom of the L.
What? The elbow? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. So they're usually set up
in an L shape.
Not perpendicular to each other.
Yes.
Sticking out into the middle, kind of building a little pathway through the shop. But this day they were set up parallel because we were working separately. Mm-hmm. And what else do I need? Oh, there's a little half wall splitting the hallway to the bathroom and the back door and our kitchen, where we do our dishwashing and that kind of stuff.
Right. But it's pretty small. It's not that wide. It's perhaps about, because you got a door and 2 big windows. I would say it's probably about 8-10 feet wide.
Yeah, 10, 15.
10? It's probably about 10 or 15 feet wide. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, continue.
So we are. Oh, and important part of the story. There's a sidewalk in front of our storefront, and then a handicap parking spot.
Yes, handicap parking spot right in front of your store. That is part of a little strip mall.
Yeah. So we're just doing our thing. We're working. We're chatting, and
y'all know where this is going.
Yeah. Fuck. Where do I even? Some lady decided to park her BMW in the shop.
Right. I recall when your recounting of it at the time was that one of you had glanced and saw this woman in her BMW
turning into the parking lot. We regularly do. We look up when we see cars turn in because
glance.
Yeah.
Now, did either of you notice when she was pulling into the handicap spot in front of the store?
Yes, my coworker did.
Okay, and then she looked away for a bit, and the next thing y'all heard was a what?
She had looked up just in time to see that she wasn't stopping and something didn't seem right, and then the big smash.
BMW comes smashing through the front of the store, obliterates the display area, the display case, the cashier counter, knocks your coworker by the legs up into the air and onto the hood of the car, pushes the table and pushes the table into a corner.
Yep.
And it all comes to a crashing halt.
Yeah, and we're not talking a couple feet into the shop, all of the way. The back of the BMW, the rear bumper of the BMW was at the end of that 6 feet of retail space.
So this is like a BMW that came in and treated your store like a parking garage, but a very long parking, garage. It was like all the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah, where
like you're pulling your car in to get serviced. Had our shop been a car shop.
Yeah, that's totally get like it was like 6 feet in from the front.
Yeah.
You amazingly got out of it at least physically unscathed, except for like maybe a scratch.
Yeah, a scratch.
Yes. Your coworker had a bit harder time of it.
Yep, she had some glass in her hands from putting her hands down on the hood. And lots of bumps and bruises and scrapes from the collision itself, and falling down off of the car, and yeah, it was a lot. I kind of went, I think my brain first went into like the what little bit of emergency medical training I do have, of just kind of like I did that head to toe body scan of nothing feels hurt. I don't see any blood. I don't see any damage.
Like you wiggled your toes.
Yeah, like I am physically okay.
Yeah.
But like, of course, the adrenaline level is at 100. Luckily, the first person on scene was actually an off-duty EMT. So we got super lucky there. It was originally called in as an explosion in the area, or a possible explosion in the area. And there's actually a hydrogen fill station right next to where our strip mall is. So when they got the location of the call, they were pretty sure it was going to be a mass casualty event.
Oh boy.
Because they were very concerned that the hydrogen tanks had exploded.
Yeah, that would have been massive.
Yeah, it would have taken out our entire block. It would have not been good.
No, not good at all. Not good at all.
So then they see that the windows of the candy shop are blown out. So they're like, what the fuck was happening in that candy shop? And then they see, oh, it's a BMW in the candy shop.
That's terrible.
Like, many steps for them, but I think they're like, overall there was a lot of relief in the room, because like obviously they were ready for a very, very rough call, and luckily it wasn't that.
Yeah.
So they not that I doubt that they would have been kind and caring and awesome either way, because they were. Like they were so sweet. I immediately, once I saw that the woman in the car was being taken care of, I went into, okay, I need to make sure that my coworker's okay. Had to climb over the table to get out. The table was pushed up against like our hand washing sink that is on like the weird half wall, but like facing the front of the store. So like we think that's really what got her to come to a stop, not even necessarily herself.
Yeah, so it was like structure and furniture and humans causing the resistance to cause the vehicle to come to a stop. But then after a few seconds, what did this driver do again?
The car came forward.
Yeah, she mashed on the accelerator again and lurched another like foot and a half.
Well, we don't know if she actually put her foot on the accelerator or if she just had taken her foot off the brake again, but still hadn't put her car in park. Again, because of at that point it would be a shock brain. Like there is that small excuse, but that's for another day and for litigation to figure out.
For sure.
So, yeah, I made sure my coworker was as okay as we could be in that situation. Got paper towels for her to start kind of, getting blood stopping and making sure that, there wasn't any severe damage.
Yeah.
That's when I eventually went back into we knew that her phone was somewhere in the wreckage because it was on the middle table that was hit. So it got sent somewhere. When I did see it, it was, shattered and cracked and, pretty fucked up. My phone was on the other table that hadn't been hit, so I was able to get over to that. And that's, as I was walking out, was when I had called the owner first and first got his voicemail because, I mean, he has a day job still.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sure he has the beginning of a very shaky voiced me being like, hey, so what happened was, I don't exactly remember what I said at that point, but, he called me back as I was leaving the voicemail, and I let him know that a car had driven into the shop, and like most people think when I tell them the story, they think it's just like, oh, it just bumped the front, and no, like all the way in. So it was definitely interesting. So he got up as soon as he could, and then after that phone call was when I sent you the picture. I think the text I said what, I'm okay, or we're okay, but holy shit.
Yeah, I think I texted you. I just gotten out of PT going, whoo, PT kicked my butt.
Yeah.
I feel great. And you're like,
That's good.
Great, that's good. And then the picture comes through like, we're okay. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, we're okay, but holy shit.
I don't know if I've posted a picture on the on the Weirdos Next Door podcast Instagram or Facebook, but I will do that.
So then there was, all of the giving statements and blah, blah, blah. My coworker ended up, going to the hospital just to get checked out, make sure that there was no severe damage done at that point. I was okay. The EMT that I was talking to and that kind of did a quick glance over, basically went into the your adrenaline is going to crash real fast, within the hour, so get home. So we had kind of we had been in the back alley of the store where our back door opens up to. It's like a closed, gated off alleyway. Right.
You had to go out the back door.
Yeah, so we went out the back because we couldn't get through the front safely at that point in time. I went around front, gave big hugs to my people. And told my owner, they told me to go home. Is that okay? And he told me to go the fuck home. So yeah, then I came home. I sent the group message to the family, while I was sitting in my car about to leave, taking my breaths before I psyched myself up to actually drive home. I mean, luckily the store is covered on lost revenue and lost wages and all of that, so we're being taken care of in this weird limbo time. But we're all we just want our store back. But yeah, it was one of those things where the first thought was, and it's funny talking through it with my coworker because we both had kind of the same thing happen, was the first thought was, God damn it, we were almost done making those cookies, and second thought was, thank God those Girl Scouts were here yesterday and not today, because it was...
Holy fuck, right?
Yeah, it was less than 24 hours.
Yeah. That, that would have been...
It would have been real bad.
That would have been global news. People would have known about this all around the world.
Yeah. And
it would have been absolutely horrific.
It would have been terrible.
It would be, oh my God. It would have been, think about it. And who knows where you were standing at the time,
Yeah.
You could have gotten hit first.
Yeah. And we had no customers. There were no customers in the store. Because if we had a customer in that storefront, it would have not been good.
They probably would have been dead.
Yeah.
came in so forcefully.
Yeah. Like we're not talking. She came quickly. Our best guess at what happened was when she went to go put her car in park, she switched her mixed up her pedals, so she floored the gas.
Yep.
Like not just a little tip tap. Like she floored it.
You have no
I think is
bollards.
one of yeah. There's no like little. Like Target has the big red balls, or you see the yellow concrete pillars. So not quite.
You said bollards?
Bollards.
Those big round balls of like
concrete bollard. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting as this goes through some litigation.
Yeah.
If they haven't taken her license away, I hope her insurer has made it so cost ineffective for her to remain insured. I can't imagine how her kids feel or likely feel, because you know that they've thought like maybe mom shouldn't be driving anymore, but she just goes to the grocery store and her doctor's appointment.
Yeah. I mean, I think about that, especially now, about my parents. So I really haven't had that conversation. My mother has.
But I mean, yeah, your mom has just stopped driving altogether. She
like,
doesn't.
No, I'm done.
Yeah. And your dad is still very, very with it. He just went on a 3-week trip to Korea?
Korea, yeah. Partying with his old
one last hurrah.
All the remaining old cronies. Probably like it's like a movie,
Yeah.
It's like and they all called over. It's like, hey, let's get together one more time before we all die. And so he went, and I was concerned. It's like, how's he gonna make it? I'm probably overthinking it and like overly cautious. Like, how he's gonna make it through, the airports. He's done it a bazillion times. It's probably like,
he's a pro.
He could do it with his eyes closed. I think he's like traveled so much.
Mm-hmm.
So and he has the amazing knack of just falling asleep whenever, like boom, right on cue.
Huh.
So like he'll do that in airplanes. The minute we take off, he'll like kick off his shoes. Except one time, the flight attendant said, "Excuse me, the other passengers are complaining. Would like to ask you to put your shoes back."
Oh, ew.
I'm sure that's not a story he wants me to. He would like me to retell the whole war. Tell our 3 listeners.
It's okay. After mom passed, we totally talked about mom's stanky feet that she would put up in the on the console of the car.
Oh.
Like and like steam the windshield kind of stank.
Wow.
oh yeah, your crush had stanky feet.
Well, I offset that with my lilac scented feet.
Oh yes. Oh well, your lack of body odor in general.
Sometimes I do have a smell. That's something you have like kind of lamented, the fact that I don't have like a.
There's not a cologne
that
is you.
Yeah, exactly. So why should you meet anybody else that would smell like me? I don't think you will.
Well, no, but like, yes, there's your natural pheromone smell, but as far as like that thing that I can, spray on a hoodie when I just like need Papa Bear reminder, or like.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. How about whenever I hang out, I'll just spray in the face with like something. So then when I'm gone, you just go like, and you're like, ah.
No. No.
All right.
But yeah, that was a weird time. The weekend after, a bunch of like family, and a couple of us people who work there got together and started the cleanup. And then it's just been kind of a waiting game as far as construction and permits and when we might actually be able to open again. So who knows on that front.
Yeah, you commented that it was like the strangest paid vacation you've ever had.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like COVID was weird, but that affected everyone.
But also, you're kind of counting on that OT.
Yeah, I was looking forward to the pay bump of peak, just to kind of like tackle out the last of these bills that I have dealing with.
I would not probably be seeing you around this time.
No, I'd
doing
be
all your candied
at work plus like 40+ hours a week right now.
But bringing in bank,
but also like so blissfully happy doing it.
Yeah. that, but then also going back to the bringing in bank, like, would help us cover our nut.
I know.
Better.
Well, I also, I got rid of one bill just to, get myself in trouble. So it's just been kind of chasing, one thing after another.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out for sure. But yeah, it's been interesting. Let's see, then what was it? Oh, then came home for a couple weeks, or was home for a couple weeks, in between the wreck and then heading back to Texas for my sister's wedding.
Yeah.
Which again, very bittersweet, lots of emotions, lots and lots of feelings.
Yeah.
I did have one meltdown.
Yeah.
I did have one.
Yep.
Right after the best man and matron of honor speeches. So I admittedly did not see their first dance. Because I had to deuce out and have a moment.
First dances are stupid.
Yeah. Well, I saw my sisters and my dad's. Not to say that like I don't care about my sisters and her new husbands.
Well, you don't. It's more about your dad and your sister.
Like my dad and my sister, I will see my sister
Did you get all teary-eyed?
I did.
Yeah, I would too.
But also like I knew that my dad didn't know what the song was, so I got to like see his reaction once he figured out what song it was.
Oh, what song was it?
It's a Beatles song.
Oh fuck. Was it? Help me understand. Okay,
it's one of the more obscure ones.
On a hill, and do I have to pay royalties for that? Never heard them singing. No, I never heard them at all. Till there was you. Then there was music and wonderful rainbows. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up the song.
No. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Weirdos Next Door. We really do appreciate you. Please look us up on weirdosonline.com.
Oh, we're ending?
No, I'm just doing like a little promo here while you're like blowing airtime.
Got it. Okay, I'm following.
Yeah, come check us out on weirdosonline.com, and then you can go like check out all of our other stupid links and listen to us on all the various platforms. If you have a platform that we are not on, let us know, and we'll be happy to add that. You can also check us out on Facebook. We're the Weirdos on Facebook, and also Instagram, the Weirdos Next Door podcast on Instagram.
In my life.
In my life, yes.
Yes,
I love you more. That's a very sweet song. Yes, very much so. I'm gonna have to add out so much dead air here. Anyway.
But yeah, so it was In My Life by the Beatles.
Right, very good.
It's a very cute song. So yeah, I got to see my dad's reaction once he realized what song it was.
Aw.
It was very adorable.
There were lots of like blubbering tears and stuff.
Oh, shut up.
Nah.
You would have been making fun of me the whole time.
No, I'd probably be crying
in
more
between
than
your
you.
shit stirring.
I'd be crying more than you. I'm super emo.
You're a big boohoo baby.
You're the big crybaby, but I'm
Excuse me,
Mr.
I am
Emo.
I am Princess Crybaby.
You're Princess Crybaby.
Princess.
I am Sir Emo. It sounds like Sir Elmo.
Sir Emo a lot.
Sir Emo a lot. Okay.
And then yeah, came home after the wedding, and went to Universal Halloween Horror Nights with my friends, and kind of got to forget about all the bullshit for a couple hours.
That's good. So then we're just kind of been chillaxing here.
Yeah, have officially come to a little bit of a lull.
Yeah, it's actually nice to have a little quiet time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Although we did have some fun today. I dragged you out and
Made me suck at learning or relearning how to drive a stick shift.
well, we have three vehicles. You know, one you're not licensed to drive, and it's not running
At
anyway.
this time.
And it's not running anyway.
Yeah.
And the other is a stick shift, and you know how to drive a stick shift, although it's been a while, so you're afraid
Very
to drive
long
it.
time, like since well before I could legally drive.
Right. So that means we had to go out. It was good for us to get out and do something. Yesterday we took the dogs for a walk to the corner. That was good of us.
Yeah, we'll do that again.
Even though they decided to take craps in the bushes.
I mean, that's fine. I had too much faith in them and didn't bring bags.
Okay, from now on, bring bags.
I know, I will.
Because they're little shits.
I did go back and pick up the poop. I'm not that person. I'm not
course.
that neighbor. I am telling our people, I am not that person. I went back and picked up the poop.
Oh, they know. They know you are that type of person. You're not.
Too many people have Ring doorbells. I don't want to be shamed on the interwebs.
Everybody knows that it would eat you alive if you did not go back, and you'd be thinking about it. You'd be like, somewhere
I would wake
someone's
up
posting a Ring video of me letting my dog crap in their bush, in my bush, or their bush, whatever. And they think, that sounds wrong. Anyway.
See, this is what my brain thinks of. Like, everyone is out to get me.
Yeah. But anyway, it's been nice and quiet, and we're hoping to get back into recording some more.
Mm-hmm.
We really do appreciate y'all, and we'll check you out later.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Ta-ta.
Smash your social mores with the weirdos next door.